Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to do a quick revision on congruence of triangles for class 7th. What we have already studied or what I have already taught you. First of all, we must know what is congruence. Congruence means if we superpose one figure over other and they fit in each other, then they must be congruent shape. They must have same shape and size. As I have already told you, when two figures are of identical shape and size, they are said to be congruent. In order to check it whether they are of same size and shape, you must take an example of your hands. If you superimpose, put your one of your hand on another, it would seem as if there is one hand only. That means two figures just stick to one each other. They are similar in their shape and size. This is known as congruence. One thing is important in class 10th, you have to do similar triangles. Here you are congruent. Similar is something different. That means in similar shapes there is only shape, not size. But in congruence you have shape as well as size. This is the symbol of congruence. When two objects or shapes are congruent, it is very not complicated. It would take time writing that my one hand is congruent to another hand. Instead of that, we can write this: one triangle is congruent, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle EDF. So we have to write instead of that this symbol of congruence. Congruence of two-dimensional shapes. What are two-dimensional shapes? Two-dimensional shapes are those shapes which have just length and breadth. Okay, like paper, plain sheet of paper, floor, ceilings, wall. These are all two-dimensional shapes. In case of 2D shapes, the two shapes will be congruent if they have same size and shape. You cannot bend, stretch or twist the image. Here what it want to say that you cannot change the image. For example, if you feel that the two triangles are given to you, and if you feel that I can superimpose triangle A over triangle B by shortening or increasing its length of one side, then it is going to superimpose. No, that is incorrect. You have to you have to identify whether they, in which condition they are given. You cannot modify them. You cannot modification is not acceptable. Congruence among line segments. For line segments, length must be equal. Shape is automatically equal. When we are saying that line segment means which has two endpoints. So line segments, they are going to be same in shape, but size matters. So in congruence of line segments, what you have to look out for? You have to look out for the length of the two line segments. For example, AB and EF, here it is given. So you can superimpose one over another because they have same length. Then comes congruence of angles. When we are going to say that two angles are congruent, look, when an angle is formed when two rays extend from a similar point having same vertices. You can say that is angle. That means it must have two arms. So when we are going to say that two angles are congruent, for that length does not matter, but you have to note whether their sum is of equal. Sum means of what angle? For example, here it is given one angle is 155 degree and another angle is also 155 degree. Are we going to say that these angle R and angle Q are congruent? Yes, but someone can say, look sir, when you said congruence, you said it must superimpose each other. So the shape of R is bit smaller than Q, but if you superimpose it on one another, you will find that angle is same. So in angles you have to take the measure, not the length of arms. Then comes congruence of triangles. Similar in case of triangles also. We know triangle is a polygon closed figure having three arms, three angles, three vertices. So they must superimpose our each other, all as it is given over here. I am going to read out for you. All the sides of one triangle must be equal to the corresponding side of another triangle. All the angles of one triangle must be equal to the corresponding angles of another triangle. All the vertices of one triangle must be corresponding to the vertices of another triangle. In triangle AB, in the above triangles, look, it is given if triangle ABC, what is in between these two triangles? That is congruent side, triangle FDE. Corresponding vertices. Vertices means why two arms joined together. Vertices A is this sign is corresponding, not congruent. This sign is of corresponding. Side A is corresponding to side F, side B is corresponding to side D, and side C is corresponding to side E. Similarly, angle A is corresponding, means angle A is equal to angle F, angle B is equal to angle D, and angle C is corresponding to angle E. In the similar fashion, corresponding sides are AB is corresponding to side FD. Here AB side is corresponding to side FD, BC is to D, and AC is to FE. So these are the rule in triangles. Angles must correspond to each other, arms must correspond to each other, and vertices must correspond to each other.